Hi everyone, and welcome back to the show. This is your GM and your heavily armed and armored Ilmchuven freedom fighter here, aka Patrick. We are a full month into our second Patreon podcast called Dead Men Roll No Crits, and I'm very happy that you guys are enjoying the show. We put a lot of work into the second edition Pathfinder experience and into the conversion of the classic adventure path Skull and Shackles. The show is about to get complicated as the heroes make their way through the extremely treacherous waters of level 1 characters where any hit could be their last. And it's turned into a weekly podcast because of the support we've received on Patreon, so thank you all for that, everyone that's listening to it week to week. Editing the second show, though, has been fairly easy as we do have fewer players, typically, although we had a guest last week in the form of Drew. And we have an amazing pirate soundtrack with old classics like Roll the Old Chariot and Drunken Sailor, courtesy of a composer named Tim Beeks, which I'm very excited we were able to find. Let's see, in other news, on August 8th, when this episode goes live, that night we're going to be on our Twitch channel to take part in a rules play test that is a long time coming. Drew teased this last week, but we've been waiting for the mecha rules for about 3 years now, and we're very excited to get a chance to play around with them now. So follow our social media at Cosmic Crit, or stay tuned to the Discord channel as we're going to be going live around 9 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about the game, talk about the new rules, and maybe play a little bit. It's a surprise what we're doing, but you will not want to miss it. What else is there in Starfinder news? The game is blowing up. We got the Starship Operations Manual that just came out, some great new amazing rules in there. Nathan Fillion is voice acting in the Alexa version of Starfinder, aka Captain Mal himself. All in all, it is a pretty amazing time to be playing the game. I see more and more games popping up on our Discord, on virtual tabletops, so I'm really happy that the quarantine is not stopping folks from having a good time, getting out there, gaming, going to these virtual conventions, and meeting up with other gamers. That is going to do it for this week's intro. This week we wrap up one of the most harrowing adventures this show has ever had. It's one of the most dire and hair-raising scenarios in the entire game of Starfinder, in my opinion, and so we have named this episode an equally chilling and frightening title to suit the mood. This is it. This is episode 147, and it is called Shootin' in the Brain.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
All those who wander are not lost as we explore the wilderness of the Forbidden Lands as we stand this week in the shadow of the Crit Losses. Welcome back to Cosmic Crit. This is your GM, your gigantic monster threatening to stomp you out of existence here, Patrick. Joining me in resurrecting the Maiden Fair are my 5 friends and your players. To my right, she's a giant flying colossus with a wide wingspan. It's Rebecca rolling with Zinnia.
Hello.
Across from her, this war horse is ready to draw some aggro from his opponents. It's Drew delivering Echo 7.
Hello.
To my right, his weak point is a tiny little hole on the back of his neck. It's Tyler dredging up to Vasho.
You said you'd take that secret with you to the grave.
We know how to take him down. Across from him, this lone sword-carrying hero is ready to slay some evil. It's Jabert, plainest dressed.
Woohoo!
And across the digital table, this whittle warrior is adept at climbing on top of large creatures and stabbing them in the back.
Hey.
It's Miles, mixing up with Sprouts.
Good evening.
Don't you try it, Miles.
Yeah, we need that fantasy art of him cresting on top of Echo 7, and
I still want one of Echo 7 and Sprouts doing the rocketing Groot, like just with their guns blazing.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys,
What's up?
Week 3 of being inside the Imago's guts. How are you guys doing with that?
I mean,
Fun
some would
and
say
fancy
we've
free.
Yeah, some would say we've taken quarantine a little too far.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm very used to being inside of something for a long time. So
You're straight up just taunting this thing at this point. You've put your diploma up on the wall. You've unpacked your suitcase. You're ready
I
to
live here now.
stay for the winter.
We all thought it smelled bad on the outside, but then, now that we're in here, it's not so bad.
Well, you still have environmental protections up. I guess, Devasha, did you say you didn't want to use yours? Your black art does everything you need?
Yeah, my black heart does everything.
It smells terrible to Devasha. Just the worst.
He's put like a Scentsy candle underneath his nose. Space Scentsy.
You guys have been traipsing through its ear lungs, its heart cavity, upper and lower sections of this bug's guts. And now, here we are. Before we get back into the brain drain that is this week's episode, let's remind our listeners and talk to Sprouts Marlowe to figure out what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
I've always gone with my gut, but this is getting a little too literal for my tastes. While the rest of the crew concerned themselves with the bugs blocking our path, me and old Zydia took aim for the heart. We made our way to the head and took care of some oozes thanks to Zinnia's quick thinking. Trust opened a path to this big galoot's brain, if you can believe they have brains. Looks like we got more swarm company to fight through, but I'm hoping against hope we can turn this thing's lights out for good.
Believe it or not, we were indeed in the middle of combat last week when we ended the episode, as you guys had scared off a couple of the thermophilic oozes, but one still remains, and you slashed open the last flesh chimney in your way. And in this next chamber, you saw two more of these swarm effigies standing around one huge, pulsating, gray brain. That's what you see here on the map. I have depicted it. It is depicted on the map, but I've made a little icon for it.
What's this icon from? It looks like Penny Arcade art.
Yeah, no, it looks like an enemy from Earthworm Jim. It's like a little brain in
it does.
Motorized cart.
Rebecca, I need to request that you make some art for me. I think we need a Flesh Chimney t-shirt where it's just the words flesh.
Ew.
And then but it's like
No.
FL over ES.
Definitely not.
And
I'm
then
going to get kicked off of Patreon for that.
Yeah. Listeners, tell us on the Discord how much this idea is terrible.
It's a great idea. I think it would make money.
Goodness gracious. When we last left off in combat, you had just opened up into another combat. I love it when you mix them together. So we are still in initiative turn order, and believe it or not, I remember where we were in that initiative turn order. I made a little note because it was just Trest. You sliced open the portal here into the brain cavity. And that means it's Sprouts Marlowe's turn. Starting with you this week.
Let's
boy.
go.
So does Sprouts know the situation as far as what Trest has done? I mean, I know he obviously saw Trest open something, but he's still concerned with the ooze, correct?
Oh, well, that thing is only about 10 feet away from you. Yes, it is still up to.
All right, so then Sprouts is going to go ahead and take care of the problem that he sees at hand. Which he's still using his arc static pistol.
Well, you know that it is not. It doesn't have any electricity resistances.
Right. So it's a CR7 or lower, so it's flat-footed.
Oh yeah.
That's a 20 to hit.
That is a hit against
For
EAC.
21 points of damage.
Okay, it had.
How?
I believe 4 HP left, so it's very dead. You see it just completely disintegrate through your electric blast. Ooh.
All right, Sprouts does a little shimmy, and he's also going to trade out back for his Red Star plasma pistol.
Okay, that will be a move action, so it'll actually take a turn to do that. So maybe next turn, but
I didn't. Well, I did my trick. Never mind.
True
I
that.
didn't move.
Gotcha. Next in the initiative turn order. Oh boy, I think Tress, you just see this brain pulsating, quivering in what looks like, I don't know, it looks like it is suspended in liquid almost, but it's just the air in the room, but it's kind of like shaking almost as if it were in a wave. Let's see here. You're the only one, Jabert, your character, that can really get a good look at this thing right now. Why don't you make me a perception check?
Oh boy, that thing is ugly. Oh, I think it's very ugly. 26.
You're ugly. I'm beautiful. I'm just the way the swarm made me. Even this far away, you can, as I said last week, here it's kind of like psychically keening in the room. It shivers as it's letting out these psychic waves of energy. What sounds like a warning scream. And taking a look at it, you can tell that this thing perhaps has some psychic proximity defenses. And you're pretty sure that you might be able perhaps to confuddle or confuse it if you're able to get up close to it. So this is indeed going to work similar to a trap, which you have detected, and is basically it has psychic defenses to keep you away from it. But it also looks like a fairly, it's a giant brain here. The main thing that is defending it from you right now is it's got these 2 swarm effigies on either side of it who have not yet acted. I will say that is what you see, and next up in the turn order is Devasho. Almost at the bottom of the turn order. Devasho, what would you like to do?
Well, that's where he makes his home, Patrick, at the bottom of the turn order. Well, Devasho can't see what's in the room.
I think from where you are, you might be able to see one of the effigies pretty well.
Okay, then I suppose he would start to make his way towards one of the effigies, probably leaving brain stuff to scientists who are more qualified than him. Mm-hmm. The door is going to take a little bit extra movement to get through, I take it? Or I keep forgetting what you call
Please don't
these
say
things.
Flesh chimney.
I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's one of those things that
it's a flesh loop. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call
please
it.
No.
Ooh, flesh Cheerio, because they look like loops. They're like
Tyler.
Membrane loops.
What did I do to you? Is a real question.
Oh, this is fun.
What did I do?
Miles likes
Tyler.
this. I guarantee it. Okay. I think I have enough movement to get to one of the effigies. Let's go to the effigy that's on the north side of the map. Squeeze through. Pop up over there. I don't have to get that close to it. And right up. Yeah.
So you're getting just about 10 feet away from it and this huge brain. Is that right?
That is correct. Actually, I am going to get right up next to it because I think...
Before you do, when you walk into the room, squeezing through the flesh loop, if you will, make me a perception check as well.
Ooh, I'm very bad at those. I only have one eye. If you make me burn a 20 right here, though, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, good. It's a 5.
All right, don't worry. Your one good eye sees not all.
Good, as it should be. Then I'm going to use my one massive tower shield to try to put a one massive hole in this effigy.
Sure. As you get closer to this thing, though, the brain lets out just a wave of energy. And Tress, you could see this from the portal to this chamber as it seems to knock into Devasho extremely, extremely hard. And you see chitin kind of cracking on your friends underneath his armor. Go ahead and make me a will save, Tyler.
Ooh, bye.
Oh, not my best save. I would not mind a 20 here. Oh, no. That's going to be a hot 5 for a 9.
Oh, 5 on the dice. Yeah, I'm sorry. That is going to be a failure, which means some damage coming your way. Some random damage. Could be good, could be bad. But you're taking all of it, and it is 3d10.
I'm actually okay with this because you're going to take out my stamina with this.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good for several reasons. Oh, God, it's so much. 10 on one of these D10, 19 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And taking a look at it, you can see as you are running up that the effigies on either side of this brain seem to have, it has no effect on them.
So it's single. It has selective targeting.
Yeah, well, once again, Trest, you taking a look at it, you think you might be able to perhaps psychically befuddle it to where that, at the very least, might hit its allies. But you would have to be right next to this thing as well.
Okay, got it.
Excellent. That is your move. What is your standard here?
Well, since I was just going to make one attack with one roll, But since you've taken me into HP damage, and my embrace the pain ability is going to come into effect here. So we're going to roll twice. We're going to take the better of the result.
Okay, so you're going to use this on a single attack here. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's use it or lose it with this ability, right?
It really is. So let's hope it comes into hand. Ooh, I think the first attack is going to be a hit. So we're safe. Now we're just looking for that critical hit. Hey, double 21s. Nice.
21 to hit, 21 damage. Let's see what your second attack says.
Ooh,
it's less.
Slightly worse.
Yeah.
So I'll take the first one, which is a 21 to hit your case.
That is a hit, and you slam into this effigy before it even has a chance to react. But it does now, because I've rolled them at the bottom of the turn order. They were not expecting you, perhaps. And this one that you are right on top of is going to, foolishly, but still, try and make 2 melee attacks against Devasho.
Please do.
2 attacks. Pow.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
First one's
Oh,
a
no.
natural 20.
Don't like to see that. You don't
Ooh,
like
Natural
that's not what you-
20 on
Oh.
the dice.
No,
Oh,
this is
boy.
good. He's about to take me to less than half my HP, which means I get to roll doubles again.
This is how we lose to Flush. I don't know why you're so excited about this.
Because he's gonna get one massive amount of damage off before you kill me. So,
Tyler's really a glass half full kind of guy, isn't he?
This, as we determined, this is a CR5 creature. These are nothing to joke about, which means I'm going to pull a crit card for this damage.
now this does worry me a little bit, but I think we'll be okay.
And give another shout out to one of our Patreon subscribers. I should probably update this list since the start of our Skull and Shackles podcast, as we have had some new $10 donors. But before we get to them, let's do a quick thank you to Amy H from our Patreon subscribers, who's been with us almost a year now, probably more than a year at this point when this episode comes out. Thank you so much. This crit is for you. It's really for me.
Thanks.
Because I get to pull a card finally.
Please don't give me another infliction. If it says give player a shadow infliction, I'm gonna scream.
Actually, before I'll allow you to pick, Tyler. This bioelectric talon is stabbing into Devasho with this first natural 20.
Okay.
Would you like the energy critical or the kinetic critical?
Always go energy. Energy is way
It
cooler.
cannot take your eye out, I think, if it's doing the slash.
Yeah, I can't lose another eye, guys. That's a very bad cinch.
Okay, so the energy.
Yeah, everyone knows that getting acid in your eyes doesn't blind you.
Oh, my goodness. You are so lucky, Tyler.
Yes!
This is Intense Strike. It ignores energy resistance. So if you had electrical resistance, it would get past that. But the kinetic one is a bleed one lodged in the bone. And there's also an extreme slashing critical effect if you had picked that. Severed spine.
What does that mean?
The target's speed becomes 0 fortune negates until healed. That's intense.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
That's
Just
wild.
snaps your spine in half. So you picked correctly, but unfortunately, that is still going to do a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. Yeah,
Let me
that's-
specify that.
Statistically, this will hurt me, but emotionally, I'm okay.
20 points of damage. You've been slapped with 39 here just this turn.
Yep.
And this other effigy, you've run right up on the brain. It's going to make a ranged attack against you as well. So we've got everyone trying to take out the Devash.
It makes good hit.
18 on the dice. Yeah, this is just electricity damage as it raises up that same bioelectric talon, and a huge arc of electricity comes out of it. A little less damage. Minimum damage, 6 points of electricity. I should say, yeah, I don't think you have any DR. Do you still have the Defrex hardiness up or no?
Yeah, that should be still up.
Okay, well, half of that critical, that 20 points of damage was slashing.
Okay.
Yep, the other half was electrical.
Okay.
My second attack, I should say, that I rolled with the first effigy was a miss. Just that nat 20.
Devasho definitely looking injured.
I think that Ephigene's also going to take a little bit of damage.
It does.
Just
Was that
from-
a D6?
It's just my level, so 5 points.
Okay. I'm adding that in, and that is going to take us from, I think this is like turn 3, maybe on to turn 4. We're back to the top of the turn order with Xenia.
All right, Xenia is at the front of the head, like at the little, I don't know if it's a mouth or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's some biomechanical kind of things that you were jiggering last week to stop the intake. So you've pushed that back around from this lower gut, so it's not sucking in the superheated gases and acids and things like that.
Right, so with that done, she's going to run up to the doorway. And looking in, I believe I have a clear shot at an Ephigene to the south.
Yeah. In addition to that, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check as well.
Okay. It's a 20. 22 if it's dim or dark.
Yeah, so you're taking a look at this brain, and I think you see some of the same defense mechanisms that Trest has, but taking a look at it from a life science point of view, you're pretty sure that you might be able to spoof electrical impulses and perhaps disrupt the brain temporarily for rounds, maybe even if you're able to get up next to it and make the correct kind of like spoofs to its inputs. You see, the side of it almost looks like a biomechanical computer.
So almost like engineer it so that it's hurting itself. Is that what I'm understanding?
But that would be with life science, and I believe what you'd be able to do is just disable it for a round. No, wait.
Okay.
More than a round. If you were to use life science, you could disable its attack that Devasho just felt for multiple rounds, potentially. So there's a couple ways to kind of mess with this brain if that is something you want to do.
Okay.
But you used your move action. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
Yeah, can I identify the Ephigene? I mean, I guess I know what it is.
Yeah, if you want to attack that southern one, go right ahead.
All right, cool. So I have identified it, I believe, with a 26 on life science.
Oh, yeah, these look just like the ones that you fought in the heart chamber.
Awesome. All right, so CR 8 or lower on the trick.
Oh, my.
And a natural 20 on the attack.
Boom!
Oh, we're critting all over the place here, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Shout out!
Yeah.
Yeah, let's dig into them. Well, I wanted to get to one of our handwritten ones again from our good friend Clueless, aka Cooler Patrick. If you're not friends on the Discord, who has another shout out to their Midnight Squad, KR's Midnight Squad. Clueless says the lieutenant couldn't do it without Sergeant Zelzig, Lance Corporal Jace, Specialist Pentos, or Private Lita and her drone hacks. The best damn squad in any battalion. Oh, you guys are going to let this other playthrough of Attack of the Swarm beat you? I think not.
Yes.
they also
If they're Patreons, yeah, they can beat us. It's fine.
Yeah.
Some might be. Yeah, they have a little Raxolite as well on their team. That's Specialist Pentos.
Thank you, Clue.
Thank you for this crit. Oh my goodness, how much damage is this?
Too much, Patrick. All right, so that's going to be 9. Do I get a card for this or no?
Oh yeah, if you want. Boom.
Yeah, let's do a card.
Card.
And this is energy. It's your sonic damage. Boop.
Yep.
Critical hit energy. Oh, we've had this one before. A classic from season 2. Inspiring shot. One ally within 30 feet in a condition it is suffering from. That might be might have been a nice one if I had severed Devasho's spine. And you just were like, hey, walk it off. But no extreme damage here. Nothing else. I don't think anyone's suffering from a condition, so it might just be taking this damage.
All right. So, sorry?
I was going to say, don't forget to reroll that trick damage.
Why?
Because that doubles as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
So that's 3d8, right?
Yeah, so an extra 3d8 here.
It looks like we're looking at 20 damage before you roll the crit.
Oh boy.
So let me just say this. It's bloodied immediately.
Plus another 16 on top of that. So that's 36 damage.
36. Yikes. Oh, all right. I got a little enthusiastic and added it up to 46. But yes, 36 is right. And it's enough to bloody this Ephigene. Oh, doing more damage than a Devosh with that crit, believe it or not. That will be your turn. I'm guessing you're going for flat-footed on this guy.
Yes.
Which means we are on to Echo 7.
Well, I had a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to do on this turn, but now it doesn't seem like it's going to make a lot of sense. So we're going to bust on in here. I'm gonna kind of sneak right around this corner. And is this the one that Zinnia just shot?
Yeah, this one on the far south side of the huge brain.
All right, we're
giant brain.
We're going to take a shot with the azimuth artillery laser at this fool.
Gotcha.
How dare you roll 20? That was a 20 and then it hit. But anyway, that's a 13 on the dice for a 24.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
8 points of damage.
Ooh, just 8. It is still bloodied, but it is not dead.
Oof.
Ooh, but it might not get to its turn because next up is Trest.
Oh, man. So let's see here. So I am going to move forward into this room here.
You moving up to the brain?
I'm moving up to the brain. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to interact with the brain or if I just want to just go ahead and like chop this dude.
You feel it quivering in your presence. It is very worried about what you're going to do to it, whether it be... I mean, you can also just attack the brain. It now that you get up close to it, it seems like some of its psychic energy is being like pressed into a force field around it to try and defend itself, but there are giant gaps in those psychic defenses you think your sword can meet. That being said, you're also pretty sure that a mysticism check, you might be able to psychically align it and befuddle this brain. Love that word so much.
It's just too fun an idea. I'm gonna try to befuddle this thing.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can get it to mind thrust these other two into oblivion.
I swear to goodness.
30.
Oh my god!
Wow, great
18
roll.
on the dice. It is extremely befuddled. I will say that. I don't think there's a time limit on this. I think it's just now it is just going to attack everyone.
That's still unfortunate, but
Oh no. Sprouts and Marlowe, we're on to you. Riding on Echo 7 like a giant colossus.
So Sprouts is gonna attack the one that critted Devasho.
All right, yeah, the one on the northern side. It is not yet bloodied. It is still fighting strong, and you have to shoot through your buddy here, but it could probably use another hit or two.
The CR 10 or lower.
Oh, that's a trick.
So it is flat-footed and 25 to hit.
That'll be a hit, even with a giant rocks in your way. You guys are way too powerful.
18 points of damage.
Oh, that's too much. That is too much. Okay.
Is it bloody now?
Oh, it's definitely bloodied. I'm just trying to do math. I think it is just about... Oh, yeah. It looks like it's taken nearly the exact same amount of damage as the one on the south side of it.
That's what you like to see.
I don't like to see it at all because it is now time for the brain to act, and it is once again going to psychically attack out, but it is so confused right now it cannot tell friend from foe, which means these Epigines have to make a will save as well. But Devasho and Trest, who are right up on it, need to also. So go ahead, you two, and make me a will save.
Oh my lord.
That was a 20 on the dice, and then it rolled onto the 2. Victory.
These 3D dice are ridiculous today.
3D dice are trying to murder us.
Oh no.
And a natural.
I got to roll twice. I even got to roll twice, and I rolled a 8 and a 1.
A 4 and a 1. Oh yeah, because it's until your next turn, right?
No.
All right, let me roll for these two Ephigines, see if I can do any better. Okay. One of them, I believe, is going to be good. This north one is taking half damage, and I've rolled a 9 on the other one. They're both taking half damage, half of this 3d10. Maybe they'll survive this, but I don't know about Devasho. Let's roll it.
I need you to roll low. Real butt rolls here, buddy.
Oh boy, it's an average of a natural 1, a natural 10, and a 6 on the dice. 17 points of psychic damage, so half of that for my Ephigines is going to be 8, and they are still up, both of them. Ooh, my. That is the brain's only defense mechanism here. Devasho, you're still standing?
Devasho goes unconscious.
Oh no! Oh, it's getting serious now.
Ruh-roh.
And do you have an RP to spend at the moment to stabilize?
Okay.
All right. Good. Because
real happy about it.
These two Ephigene are just going to spend time with their new best friend, Trest, who has confused this brain to where it hurt them. They're going to move into a flanking position and each make an attack on you. So these are 2 attacks with flanking coming at you. 14 and a 16 on the dice. 2 hits in total. Oh my god. Absolute minimum damage from these things.
Nice!
16 points of electricity and slashing. So half and half. And that is their entire turn. And that's going to bring us back to Xenia. Rebecca.
Yeah, she was thinking about coming in the door, but she's just going to stay where she is and shoot from outside the door. She's going to shoot at the same one. I knew we had a Strix, but
I didn't realize we had a chicken.
Yow! From downtown.
Have you met Xenia? He's the one that keeps running away from fights.
My bones are so frail.
They're hollow.
All right. Xenia is going to take a shot at the Ephigene to the south, the one that she critted last time.
Okay. All right. It's not looking great.
CR 9 or lower on the trick.
It is,
but only a 13 on the attack
against EAC.
It's
still a miss. Oh no. Maybe it's this point of the AP that I remind you guys that there are all the book 3 rerolls still to be used.
I totally forgot about that.
I don't think anyone, including myself, used.
Boy, if only there was a will save I could have used that on.
So that is going to take us on to Echo 7. Is your turn, Drew?
All right, gang. Do I play it safe or do I try to be the hero?
I think we need a hero right now.
You can be
I need a hero till the end of the night.
Yeah, but if you miss both of these, oh boy, we're not talking for at least a few days.
We're not talking for 2 days until our Thursday night Final Fantasy VII stream at twitch.tv/Cosmic Crit. We're going to make 2 attacks with the Azimuth artillery laser, 1 to each of these fools.
Okay. Alrighty.
Attack the first. That's a toot.
Oh, natural 2. Well, it's a good thing that you get a second full attack here. Second bite at the apple for this one on the south.
It's going to be a 15 to hit.
That is including your -4, correct?
Correct.
If it was still flat-footed, that would have been a hit, but it is no longer, because Xenia didn't hit this turn.
Wait, which one is he shooting?
The one on the south.
On the south.
Oh.
It's a miss! Oh, no! Okay, that's a lot of misses. We don't like to see that. Trist, you're surrounded.
The sad Charlie Brown music plays is just out of Echo 7's speaker box.
As your front line is about to become your dead vanguard if you don't take these guys out soon. Trest, you are surrounded. You've got the brain on your side here. What would you like to do?
I'm going to attack. I'm going to spend a spell slot as a move action.
Okay.
And I'm going to. They both look roughly equivalent in terms of.
Yeah, for some reason we've equally divided the damage completely between these two.
Not what you like to see. Not
they've
what you
taken
like
the
to
same
see.
amount of damage.
You wouldn't want to see Focus Fire
ideal.
normally.
Yeah. And nobody is flat-footed at the moment. So
this one to the
one on the north is.
North is, yeah. So I would maybe focus fire.
Yeah, then absolutely. Let's do that. I'm gonna chop at that fool. Get him away from that brain.
I was just like, I definitely hit the last turn.
Please, oh please hit.
14 versus flat-footed Casey.
Not gonna do it. No.
Oh boy. Bye everybody.
Man, the tides really turned on this combat. We were doing so well, and then all of a sudden,
guys, this is super bad news as it is the brain's turn, and it's letting out another psychic wave here.
Sprouse doesn't get a turn? Are you a monster?
Oh no, I forgot. Sprouse can take its turn. Oh, I'm gonna kill Tyler next turn.
Yeah. Let me at least bask in my humiliation for another round, for another turn, you monster.
It's real bad, Miles. Devasho is down, and it looks like maybe Trest might be behind him. You've got one action here, and
oh boy,
I don't know what you can do with
one
it.
Shot, one opportunity.
Yeah. What do you think?
Could I possibly? No, this is, and if y'all don't think this is a great move, could I run up to stick Devasho with a serum of healing? Would that help at all?
Okay, so let's talk a little. Oh,
if it's just a regular serum of healing,
it's an MK1.
I mean, that will, have them waste that RP.
Danger zone.
No. Not particularly, but I mean, it will. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it is entirely possible I roll super low on this thing's psychic keening attack, and he'll still stay up. But I mean, law of averages says that might not happen. But I will say right now, if I take my turn and attack him, he is losing another RP. And I don't know, Tyler, how many do you have right now?
Oh, should we keep that a secret for when I die?
No. not if you want to live, I guess.
I have 2.
You have 2 left, so...
Yeah. So when his turn rolls around, when the brain goes, I'm going to lose another one. Yep. When it comes to my turn, I am not going to do anything, right? Because I won't be dying.
Right. So would it make sense for me to attack the brain, or should I attack one of these guys?
The brain is going to kill me. If Patrick's turn, once Patrick takes his next turn, if it comes back around to Patrick again and the brain is still alive, Devasho's dead.
Okay.
So I'm honestly sticking him with the Mark 1 healing serum.
It's not going to do anything.
No, it will. It is very possible that it could completely change this combat and keep him alive. Right now, I don't think you're going to be able to stop the brain, if that is
right.
helpful.
So if you hit me with the serum, instead of his damage knocking off one of my RPs, it's just going to knock me unconscious again. So I'll still have 2 RP, but I'll be unconscious. Instead of if you don't hit me with the serum.
So what I'm saying is that would be more beneficial for us, for you to be at least get by another round.
I mean, it's more likely that I won't die.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if these 2 Ephigines knock Tress down, there's really no good answer here. But I will say my biased opinion is please save my character.
Okay. So
I got so many kids.
So Sprouts is gonna hop off, and can I stick him with more than one?
Unfortunately, I mean, it's a standard action for a Mark 1 healing serum.
Okay, so
I would recommend you guys upgrade to those Mark 2s pretty soon.
Yeah, so
I have,
and that is 8.
Oh boy,
that is 8
HP back. This is best case scenario situations here, folks.
So
you're right back up. You are conscious at 8 HP.
I hate to do this. I hate to talk about this.
Oh no. I forgot to. You take half healing from magical sources.
Right. So that's number 1.
Oh,
that's not magical. That's a serum.
The serum.
Yeah, how do you think they made the serum?
Magic.
It's a hybrid magic.
So good news. It is the maximum you could potentially get back from healing serum.
It is.
Bad
It's
news.
4.
Everything is awful.
Now,
everything
second,
is awful.
Does he? I just want to confirm to our listeners that he has the action economy to do what he just did, which is move, pull out a serum of healing, and stab me.
As a full action, yeah. I mean, he's only like 5 feet away, technically.
I just wanted to confirm. But okay, I'm gonna give myself 4 hit points.
No more, no less. It's the brain's turn. And I mean, so it is entirely possible that I roll very low on these, and Tyler somehow rolls that will save successfully. So let's do that now. Trest, go ahead and make me a will save as well. As well as I'm going to make 2 for these effigies. Oh no, Tyler, why are you doing this to us?
I'm just rolling over. My dice have completely betrayed me.
So good news, Trest, you have made the save.
Hooray!
Bad news, both of these effigies have also made the save. Let's see this damage.
Patrick's rolling absolute rocks.
It's so much damage.
Oh my!
It's so much damage, you guys.
I mean, does that at least kill the effigies?
23. Well, they've made the save, so they're taking
Half
11 points of damage. They're still up. They're so weak, but they're still up. Oh, no.
So,
Trest, are you okay?
I'm up.
Okay.
So Devasho, Tyler, why don't you do your reroll?
I can't. It's only the turn after I go halfway below my
he's
hit
saying
point.
you have a book reroll.
You have a book reroll.
Yeah, but I've already seen his damage dice.
at
So
this
even
point-
half of that is 11. I'm still dead.
Okay.
At this point, it's not. Yeah, I'm with you, but thank you.
I see you.
Everyone remember you do have those those rerolls, though. This is the most dire of situations. Because, Devasho, it's your turn again, and if you
I
want...
have to spend an RP to stabilize.
Yeah, and that
So now
is going-
I'm down to what?
big gulp time, because that is Devasho's whole turn, bringing us to the effigies. I'm going to spread the love here. You can try and make an attack of opportunity, Trest, as this one is going to move off of you and move on over to our good friend Sprouts. Is going to try and lock up 2 ranged combatants with Echo 7 and Sprouts, who are in the corner of the room.
All right.
Do I get an attack
give
of
it-
opportunity because of my melee powered armor?
No, he's moving into your square, not out of it. So Tress gets one, but not you. What do you got here, Spurt?
19 versus regular KAC.
Oh, please.
You cut this one down. Yes! Oh, he had 2 hit points left.
Clutch.
Boy.
Not
Clutch attack
making
of
it out
opportunity.
of there. But don't worry, because this other one is just going to focus fire onto you.
Miss.
Tress, 2 attacks coming at you. 18 on the first one is going to be a hit. Second one is a miss. 6 on the dice. And is a D4 plus 7. 9 points of damage, electricity, and slashing. Tress still up.
I'm still up.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Okay.
Like turn 6 or so, Zinnia, this brain is about to murder your friends. You're pretty sure that if it lets this psychic wave off again, Devasho's done.
Yeah. Okay, so given that, Zinnia is going to move forward and try to disable it. Didn't she determine that she can do that?
Disable it for a number of rounds, and it's going to be a life science check, and potentially the most important one that you've made this entire campaign yet. And it's a little more difficult than what Tress rolled here for mysticism, to shut it down.
All right, here goes. Oh, that's only a 20.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
Would you like to use your book reroll?
Oh no!
I'm pretty tempted. Oh gosh. Oh.
Rebecca is whinging in the video.
6 on the dice. You gotta think you could do better than that, right?
Yeah, I definitely can. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and burn my book reroll.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
so nervous.
This is the fight I want to see them
It's gonna
being.
be a 2 or something. But
I know.
I don't get a negative to the DC on this for xenobiology or anything, do I?
No.
All right.
No.
Just
Big
checking.
rolls. Big numbers.
All right, think big.
Oh god!
20!
No.
Same roll!
The same thing.
Another 6 on the die! I have a plus 14 to life science if I can't roll above a 6.
Oh, Kronk.
Can I give her my book reroll?
We've done that before, but that was when you were aiding with it, and you're nowhere near her right now. You know what? I mean, I don't want to. say that you can do this every time. The last time we did this was in book 2, and it was Trest aiding someone else. Trest, you're right next to her. Do you want to see if you can help out?
Yeah. Would that take up his turn?
No, I'll just say it's using this book reroll again.
I'm sorry, I need to look up a thing real quick.
Sure. Because I believe that you all can survive this fight as a team, but it will require.
Yeah. Do you realize if she rolled a 6 again, it would literally be the devil's number, and that would just be the ultimate way for a character to die on this show? Is someone rolling 3 6s in a row to fail?
Oh. Yeah, let's call it an empathic daily use of communalism. I believe in Zinnia right now.
I'm gonna pull back the curtain here and tell you, Rebecca, he's giving you this reroll. You need a 10 or higher on the dice.
Oh my god.
It's 50. And right now, this bad penny has come up tails twice for you. Make me one more of the most important life science checks you can potentially roll.
This would be a great time to be continued.
I can't watch. I just can't even watch this.
This is not going to go well. All right, I can feel it. I should be clearing my cache or something. All right.
You should be doing anything. Smear sheep's blood on a circle. I don't care.
This is the time where
That's what
everyone's
we need to do, right?
chanting quack.
Yeah.
All right. Here it goes.
Oh.
I made it.
17 on the dice. All right, now that's step 1 here. You have disabled it for D4 rounds. 1d4 rounds.
All right.
Roll me that D4, and you want high here. You want as high as you can get.
3. Not
3.
bad.
No, that is potentially life-saving. So that is your turn. And yeah, Tress, you just like have a sense of like being inside a Strix's mind for like a moment, and then are able to pull yourself away psychically because you're still getting attacked by an Ephigene.
Oh,
maybe not for long though. Echo 7, we are on to you.
Okay. So Echo 7 has noticed that this brain will shoot out a pulse that will hit people close to it, but that somehow
he has to be outside of range.
Yeah, he has not been affected by that.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to pull Devasho away from the brain.
I don't know if you can do that, bro.
Also, you have 3 rounds. I'm just saying.
We do have 3 rounds. Okay, that's true. We have 3 rounds to worry about this now. So, on second thought, we're gonna do an attack against the other Ephigene that's still up there.
Sure.
And we are going to heavy fire.
Okay. Need a hit.
That's a 17.
Wow, against its EAC, that is a hit, and it is dead.
Yes!
Finally. Oh, boy.
So, technically not out of combat, as this brain looks like it is getting ready to psychically attack you, but you know for a fact, Zinnia, that it is going to be unable to right now. Still in turn order, Trest, we are on to you.
All right. I'm just going to swing to this brain and just start hacking away. 2 hacks.
2 attacks against the brain.
No.
Make sure. Let me just make sure I don't have a spell like kill brain or something. No, okay. Okay. Not natural 1, and also not a natural 1.
What'd you get?
So I got 2 14s.
Against KAC, that is a miss, as it is indeed trying to like psychically protect itself with these little mini shields.
Oh, I thought it was like the heart and didn't have a...
Oh no, exactly. It has defenses, and it is putting them up against you right now.
Oh no.
Okay, Sprouts Marlowe, on to you.
Sprouts has 1 more serum of healing left, so he's going to jab Devasho.
What a great little Raxolite.
So that he can just kind of get up and do what he needs to do. For, I guess, 3 HP.
6 on the dice.
Oh, he's...
Devasho's up.
Raring!
And believe it or not, it is the brain's turn. It does nothing. And Devasho how does it feel to be alive?
Yeah, I think Devasho like opens his eye and sees Sprouts kind of like. I mean, I think if Devasho's laying on the ground, I imagine Sprouts is like eye level with him. If he's just
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
this
so he
magic moment.
Yeah, so he looks over and he sees you. Maybe he sees this serum sticking out of his face, probably wherever you could poke it.
Your good eye?
Yeah, it's like out of his forehead. He looks like a unicorn now.
Well, there's two, so they're like.
Oh, never mind. I look like a rhino, and
Rhinos just have one too.
No, they have the tiny one.
Anyway, Tyler, I need you to take your turn.
Yeah. So, Devasho maybe nods at you, and then stands up as a move action, and then is the brain within 10 feet of me?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna try to exact some vengeance on this brain with all the might he can, which is not much at this point. Or he's gonna crit the brain.
Yes!
Holy owed.
Yeah, probably deserves that.
Yeah. So Devasho just he gets up, and he was denied his embrace the pain ability. And so you see just all this dark energy funnel into his shield, and it just billows in size. It's over 12 feet, and he just slams it down as hard as he can as just purple energy pierces into the brain.
Critical shout out to one of our new patrons who probably enjoys Tyler on our Skull and Shackles podcast. Christopher R, thanks so much for joining the pirate crew. You did this to me. I'm just gonna pull the card just for funsies and see what we get here. Unfortunately, this is not going to do anything to this brain, who is immobile. The target is encumbered for 2d4 rounds.
You ain't moving, brain.
It's carrying its brain mass with it now. How much damage are you doing here?
38.
My goodness gracious. It is not doing well after that. This is the first damage the brain has taken, and it looks nearly bloodied. It looks real hurt. Yikes.
Nice. That will be his entire turn.
Okay. The effigies are dead. I mean, we're back top of the turn. I think turn 7, Zinnia. We're back to you. Now, you're pretty sure that this thing is disabled for a few more seconds. What would you like to do?
Do I know, do I know if my sonic weapon will have any effect against it?
Yeah, you're pretty sure it doesn't seem to have much outside of psychic defenses that you can tell.
Okay.
I guess technically you can make an identify roll as part of before your trick. You know it's a brain, but I can tell you some information about it.
Oh, that's a pretty good life science check. Could have used that a few minutes ago.
I was about
that's
to
a
say.
33.
Before you start burning rerolls. Well, I will tell you it. In addition to having EAC and KAC by the psychic defense, it has spell resistance. Not that it will have much use for it, probably. Its Mind Blast does 3d10 damage, and it's a DC 15 will save for the half. And yeah, it is part of the Swarm Minds, so it has that capability the same way. But I think with that, you know a few pieces of information. I'll tell you, DAC is 16, and its KAC is 20. So
wow.
It is very easy to hit comparatively, and it can't go anywhere. But it has a sack of hit points. You've not bloodied it yet.
Okay, great. So knowing that information, she is going to fly up and back a little bit and use her sonic pistol.
Sure, go right ahead.
So CR 11 or lower on the trick.
It is true.
And a 14 on the attack against EAC.
Against flat-footed EAC?
Yes, flat-footed EAC.
That's just a hit.
Woo. All right, so that's going to do a total of 25 damage. Sorry?
Oh, I was saying them flat-footed brains. They're easy to hit.
I was going to say,
do they have
can
feet?
something that can't move in the first place become flat-footed?
Yeah, it's kind of a interesting question.
It's flat membraned. Wow, that is way too much damage, Rebecca.
That is a lot of damage. That was what I was going to say next. Is
a 6, a 7, and an 8 on those D8s.
Yeah, 25 total.
Oh, okay, well, it's bloody now for sure. My goodness.
We're going to be okay.
And that brings us to Echo 7.
Oh, we're going to take a shot with the azimuth artillery laser. Heavy fire.
Just one shot?
Just one shot. It's all I need.
Okay. I mean, it might be.
That's a 14.
Yeah, 14 we have determined is a hit.
17 damage.
Oh my, it had 12 hit points left as that shot burns right through the brain pan down the main cortical stem, and this thing shudders one last time before it deflates like a very sad bouncy castle. And we're out of combat.
What did I tell you? It was all I needed.
I think technically you probably could have just done a regular attack because it had, 12 hit points left.
Yeah, but it was more a cinematic this way.
Yeah, what are you guys' what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm going to guess that now that we have hurt its heart and hurt its brain, the body is probably going to start shutting down now. We should probably try to get out, right?
Oh, no.
Sure. I mean, if that's what you want to do immediately, you can. There's obviously some brain specimens here.
Yeah, can I listen closely psychically and hear if I hear a bunch of shrieks of Swarm coming to investigate?
From inside where you are, I mean, they would have to be like in the next chamber. But I will say, when you're like taking a look at this brain, you maybe get like last glimpses like of its psychic ability kind of like firing in your direction, maybe trying to like crawl its way inside your mind. You can hear it kind of pleading out for salvation, for something to save it, like a distress call. But yeah, with its last kind of grasping breaths here, this Imago is trying to like read your thoughts a little bit, Trest. Why don't you make me a willpower save, a will save?
Of course. An 11.
Right, so it seems to like be trying to befriend you and get you to like help it, like heal it up. But you are able to like push yourself away and not use healings on it as it lets out a long psychic like last look in your direction before its swan song, its death wail. Devasha, how you doing with your 3 hit points there, bud?
Devasho looks kind of around and he says, wait, so like, is everything collapsing? Like, do we need to get out? Is this like this isn't like the building situation from season 1, right?
I mean, taking a look around the chamber now, it just seems like the brain is kind of dying and deflated.
Can we do that thing where we punch certain parts of the brain and then it makes the Imago do weird things like walk in the direction of where we need to go?
Suddenly in the distance, the rest of Clade Company sees the Imago like dancing.
I mean, I'm on board for that move.
Yeah.
But you can put another laser blast into it if you want. Make sure.
Well, and maybe Xenia can tell how long we have before the body starts really shutting down. I don't know if that's something she would know.
Yeah, why don't you guys make me a perception check?
Sprout's the most perceptive of all.
What'd you get, Miles?
It's a 26.
Okay, so you've I'm going to give you an extra round here because you notice it maybe when your larger companions don't. You can feel the creature around you shaking, but it seems very far off. Like maybe it's the other end of the creature. The head seems completely stuck in the ground and unmoving where you guys are at. But from what Xenia has been talking about here, you think this thing might indeed be not long for this world.
All right, so Sprouts is definitely going to convey that to his teammates.
So I think Devasho would turn to everybody and just say, I do not think I can make it back out through the acid ways. You should leave.
So do you have any, let's see.
Does Devasho have a suit he can turn on?
Won't stop
acid. Well, no, but do you have a
nope
anything installed on your suit right now? So you just don't have any slots at all.
There's no slots.
Okay.
0.
Okay, no slots. That's the thing. All right, I'm going to drop a level 2 Mystic Cure on you.
Ooh, yeah.
So
I mean, maybe as you go to Devasho maybe would put his hand out and be like, "It won't do much."
It would be 11 to you, 22 total. So it's
how much acid damage did you take on your way in?
I can't remember. I think you rolled low.
Yeah,
I've also got. I've got a serum
check help?
Yeah, I've got 2 serum of healing Mark IIs that I can stick you with, brother.
Save they only do half healing.
Just save them. They are not worth it if I do not make it out. Then.
Davasho, save your sacrifice speech for when we are outside of the extractor. Get on your feet and move.
Yeah, stab him, Drew.
I'm with a Tin Man. Shut your mouth. We're taking you with us.
We would never survive your husband's assault on us if you did not return alive.
Well, I would. I'm pretty cute.
You have a point.
That is only 3 HP.
Oh, no. Yeah. So yeah. I think your words. Maybe your words were doing something, and then that happened, and he goes, "I told you it is pointless. I will try. I will try to follow you as best as I can. But if I fall behind, I turned into a dross. What happened? I have no idea."
Oh my gosh, it's the dross.
Yeah. I was stuck in that. I was trapped in that brain for 5 years, and now I am free.
Echo 7
character.
I will carry this dross to safety.
Echo 7 defaults to his Adros voice from all the Space Tube videos he's watched. He's like, yes, Adros would never surrender to an acid pool. He would fight through it. You saw the vids. You saw the infosphere vids. He survived falling into that acid pool.
I'm sorry.
Let me try that.
Is that indeed what you think he sounds like, Drew? It's pretty classic.
Let me try that one more.
Okay.
I told you it is pointless. I will try to follow as best as I can, but if I fall behind, I do not want any of you dying in here because of me. I will bring up the rear. Let's leave.
Okay. The extra round that perhaps Sprouts brought you has been used, but we're gonna just stick in initiative turn order and let you guys try and escape this thing, as it is indeed now shaking to where you all can feel doom seems to be imminent to this Imago extractor. Zinnia, start the initiative turn order with you. What would you like to do?
Are the ear holes where we entered the only way out? There are no other holes?
You've not seen any other exit.
Okay. I think we better go back the way we came then. Let's see, how far can I go?
Table talk. Should we go towards the northern ear holes because that's closer to where we need to go eventually? In the heart room?
Those are technically.
I mean,
like we see it on the map.
We don't know. That's true. Our characters don't know.
But I mean, both will require that you. Yeah. You saw the northern exit from the heart room, so I mean that's why I've revealed it on the map. You've not been in there, so maybe there's like a giant bug stuck in the earwax in there. You don't really know that, but he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got stuck. But yeah,
my name's Steve.
Zinnia,
my name's Jimmy the Bug, and I'm, I worked in sanitation.
I live here now. Zinnia,
okay, so on my turn, I can move how many times?
You can only move up to this first sporcle as it is closed, and with the Imago being dead, it does not respond to you trying to open it. You'll have to cut your way through, or shoot, or do whatever damage you want.
I don't have anything that cuts, so I'm going to shoot.
Sonically blast it. It does have some DR, so.
That's a 26 to attack.
That is a hit.
Awesome. So it does 6 damage for what it's worth.
It is still closed, but you've blasted maybe about half a person-sized hole. Maybe a Rex-like could get through it right now. Echo 7, Drew, onto you.
Yeah, we're going to move out there too and follow Zinnia's lead.
Making another attack against this flesh loop.
I wish you didn't call it that. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not the originator. I'm just the trendsetter for this group.
Yeah, I'm going to attack with my armor fist.
Okay, melee attack. Basically, don't roll a 1 here and you're good.
Yeah, 18 to hit.
Oh, yep, that is a hit. How much damage?
8 points of damage.
Okay, with its DR. It is still not open, believe it or not. So, Trest, we're on to you. You're still inside the heart chamber. You gotta move your way out.
Yeah, I can get sort of around the corner with my move action, and we'll say I'm gonna grab this like acidic blob that's sitting over here. I'm just gonna telekinetic projectile throw it.
Yeah, I mean, this thing has been sucking up the Earth's core. There's rocks in
around.
here.
Yeah, okay. I'll pick up a rock and try to blast it through there.
Oh, they're acid-soaked rocks too. This is bludgeoning and acid damage.
Oh boy.
But aren't Storm immune to acid damage?
Yeah, not their ear holes.
Drew, whose side are you on? Shut the fuck up!
Oh, for once I hear that from Tyler. OMG. I can't believe
it. Just roll that damage.
3 points of damage.
Not enough to get past its hardness. This first door is causing some difficulties. Sprouts Marlowe, onto you.
First, I'm gonna switch out to my red plasma pistol.
Oh yeah, burn that hole. Burn it.
That is a 15 for only 4 points of damage.
Okay. Well, it just had the single point left, so thankfully.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, and it has hardness 3, so you're able to get that through, and this door is opened, bringing us to Devasho's turn.
Okay, I gotta count all this out very carefully.
Mm-hmm. Getting through each of these doors is a 10 foot of movement, so.
So first move action is going to take me right outside one of the sphericals. Yeah.
Probably get up to Trest, maybe.
15, 20. Yeah, and then I can move to be right behind Zinnia and Echo with my second.
Sure. So you guys are all together in front of the sporacle before you begin to feel, indeed, this thing shutting down from the inside, perhaps from the back bulbous area. You can feel it quake and perhaps shiver the ground beneath you. This spongy flesh ground shaking kind of under your boot steps. That is turn 1 of the escape here. Zinnia, we are back to you. Sporkle's open.
And how far can I move in one turn? Twice my speed?
Yeah, you can take your move and your action to move. Both of those at your normal speed. If you're going in a straight line, you can always run, but there's not that much straight lines in this this weird bug.
Yeah, I think she's going to be able to get to sort of the corner of the heart chamber, flying. So, okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Double move, Echo 7, I'm guessing probably the same thing.
I want to move, but I want to make sure that Devasho is okay. Echo 7 is invested in Devasho's advancement. Is there anything he can do to aid Devasho through these portcullises?
Through the holes, no, they really don't open up wider than 5 feet, so they are going to require a little bit of squeezing.
Yeah, you can't pull him through or anything like that.
No.
There is a special aid action called "Get Out of the Way."
that might help. You're in front of him right now. So.
I don't know, Drew. I don't know what else you can do. He's going to be very, very slow getting through this, and unless you have frictionless gel on you, or you can make it, there's not much available.
I mean, I could space Google search it, but that's fine. I'll leave you to die if that's what you really want.
I wish there was an option, Drew. I don't want to die.
I would get to that next sporcle and start getting it open.
All right, I'm gonna move then. So I can try to make a double move, but do I need to make any check to get over the acid pool here?
Did you have the armor?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you just want to walk through it, then I have to roll a 6 before you can take damage from it. So
okay, go for it.
Bingo, bango. I rolled the 1, so it is soaked up by the resistance, and you're moving right behind Zinnia.
Yeah.
All right, on to Trest. Moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop one last heal on Devasho before we go.
Oh, against his will.
10 points of healing to you. So 20 normally, 10 for you. All right, let's move. 1, 2, 4, 5. Ha ha.
All right, moving on the other side of the sporcle, and Sprouts Marlowe, you are riding on an Echo 7 right now, but he has brought you over this first acid river in its upper gut.
So I mean, Sprouts is probably not going to do anything. He's just Along for the ride.
Well, I mean, you are at a point where you can move forward and start trying to work on this door, potentially.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, you know what? Excuse me. This door, as you get to it, this is the one that I believe you've already destroyed. This first one that leads from the heart to the lower gut.
Okay. Well, then I'm along for the ride.
I believe that was actually Trest who might have cut that one open. I'm just looking at my notes right now, and there are some that are still closed in your exit. But yeah, if you want to just hold on, that is fine. Devasho, moving forward, how are you doing with this 5-foot door?
It's the whole thing. I can only Devasho moves forward, but very slowly. He can make it to just the edge of the acid goo.
Okay. I don't know if you guys notice what I'm doing here on the map, but you can see in the distance the lower gut. These acid pools are just collapsing in on themselves, kind of deflating, and just the crushing weight of the creature above is like splashing, and you see thousands of pounds of flesh just kind of falling in on itself. And that is what I'm representing on the map with these, well, just the map kind of disappearing. These black bars. Can you see those?
Eesh.
The map is kind of
all
like
the
cut
parts
off.
of the map we didn't go to because we figured out where to go.
It's just like acid in the guts, but
Yeah.
they are slowly. I'm slowly collapsing this. So it is time to get out. Turn 3, Zinnia. Back to you. This door, this last sporcle here between the gut and the heart chamber, is open, I believe.
So Tyler did make me wonder, is there an item that would like change his shape so that he's not large, or make it easier for him to squeeze through the small spaces? Does an item like that even exist?
Yeah, maybe the frictionless gel, but right now, no. Nothing.
I was just thinking I can't use my like organic vat thing that is on my back to craft something real fast.
Definitely not, because that takes hours. It's like a 3D printer in real life. You're gonna have to set that
It's
thing
not
up
like
overnight.
I was hoping it was like a laser printer, but all right.
I mean, the big thing that's going to slow us is my guess that there are 2 more spiracles we have to get through. One from the heart chamber and one at the very end of the creature. Those are going to. I mean, it took 4 of you, I think.
Yeah.
To open one, so
I would move into that next chamber and blast that next sporcle on one of the. There's either the north side or the south side that you came in on either side of the heart.
Right. Is there any reason we should go to the north? I know y'all were talking about how we need to go that way for some reason. Is that true?
I think it's technically a little closer, but probably not that much. Actually, taking a look at it, they look the exact same.
Yeah. Have we already fought through the ones to the south so that we can get out faster?
You came through the south, so they both look mostly about 35 feet away.
But I mean, I guess I'm saying, like, do we need to fight through them, or are they already open because we've already fought through them?
The sporkles, the portals themselves are closed. So go right ahead, Rebecca. Move on in and make that decision, because you're at the lead here, the initiative count.
Yeah, so I can just go into the heart chamber, right? I don't have to open this sporkle.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. How far can I go?
So I mean, you can take a move action and another move if you want, or you can make an attack from where you are on the far side of the heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna move in a little bit farther than that. And take a shot at the one to the north.
Okay. That one
is slightly closer.
Taking a look in here, it seems like the entire activity of the heart pumping blood through these holes in the ground has ceased, as this creature is indeed dying.
It's a 26 on the attack.
Yep, so...
Or
yes.
7 damage.
7 sonic. I will reveal to you right now, these things have hardness 3 that you're going to have to get around. So is taking 4 points of damage, is still not open. And yet, Echo 7, we are on to you, Drew.
All right, we are going to go right here next to Zinnia.
All behind, same course of action.
Do I have a clear shot of this sporkle here?
Yeah, then you can see the north one.
All right, so we're going to take an attack with the artillery laser.
Alrighty. These are big numbers from Echo 7.
It's a 17 to hit.
Already, that's a hit. Like I said, just don't roll a 1. 10 damage.
10 points
is
of
that
damage.
right? Okay, so that is actually 7 points, and that is enough to destroy this one.
Woohoo!
Now, open that one up. That took a lot
Brick on
less
through
time.
to the other side. Brick on through to the other side.
And Trest, moving up next. You're still a little bit behind Devasho after healing them. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna delay until after Devasho so I can try to get a running start to jump over that pool.
All right, kicking you down to the bottom of the turn order. Sprouts Marlowe, on to you. Do you want to stay on your buddy?
What I'll do is Sprouts is going to hop down to the door because I think I've got 40.
We're going to the
We're going
north.
north.
We're going north.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Just blew it open. You got a clear shot.
Yeah, you can probably make it about halfway down the lung/ear tube. And
Yeah. Is this a?
oh, that one is closed. This is the
Okay.
first time you've seen hide nor hair of this hallway, but it is also closed.
All right.
Looks
So
like
then Sprouts is going to take a shot at it and hope that Echo 7 picks him up when he comes around.
you are very close to sweet freedom.
All right. That is.
A hit, but only 1 damage of
Yeah.
electricity or
Boy, oh boy.
but every little bit is going to help.
I
here.
wish my trick attack helped because, man, that was 17 additional damage.
Devasho, we're on to you. You're standing in front of about at least 10 feet of acid still running out through this gut.
Let's try to jump over it.
Okay, so you're from like a standstill here. It'll be very difficult.
Yeah, I can't take a running start anyway, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
14?
Splashdown in the acid. Rolling 2d6 here.
You could just lay off.
Oh my goodness.
Can't help yourself.
Oh,
You just-
10
you're-
points of acid damage.
You're a bloodthirsty goon.
Ooh, boy. Okay, so, but hey, you're past this first set of acid pools, and there's only like another 5 feet or so left.
20, oh boy. 30, 40, 50, 65.
Counting so slow.
It's hard. I got. You're
All right,
large.
so-
They're narrow hallways.
You're able to get to this. Well, you're counting so slow aloud, I should say.
Sorry.
it took up time on the podcast.
I'm sorry.
So that gets you right to this open sporcle, and you can see Zinnia and Echo 7 in the heart chamber. You are just coated in acid at this point, taking another 4 points of acid damage. I'm just getting rid of everything that you healed on your boy here, Devasho. No worries. Trest, we're on to you. You got enough for a running start here?
Yeah, let's see. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, and then hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll be able to get up there.
All right.
On my turn. That's where I'm going to.
Make that roll.
All right, come on, athletics, don't fail me now. 16.
I believe that will do it because you're only having to jump across 5 feet here. And with the running start, makes it a little easier as you afford it very well. And that is your entire move.
Yeah, that's both actions.
Turn 4, Zinnia. Back to you.
All right, Zinnia is going to follow Sprouts down the ear, or whatever this is. Ear hole? I don't know how far I can go. Hold on.
You have, what, 30 feet of movement? 20 feet of
Yeah, so
ground, 30
I
feet
guess I
flying.
can go to sort of the top of the tube. Can I see the end of it to shoot at it?
From where you
A
are,
curvy tube.
yeah, it doesn't look like it. So maybe just double move.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's also down about 30 feet, so it's a little difficult to see from the top. But when you move in front of Detective Marlowe, you'll have a good shot. Echo 7, onto you.
So if I move once, I get here. Can I shoot through to see the end of the tube?
Same thing with Zinnia. Nope, double move, it looks like, for you. Sprouts Marlowe, though, is already there.
All right, Sprouts, hop on up.
Or, I mean, you can move on to Echo 7, or you can double shoot, take 2 shots if you want, Miles.
I think I'm a double shoot. That sounds fun.
You've got the ammo in this plasma pistol.
Now let's just assume he's at my feet. at this point.
5 damage.
All right, so a couple points here. You've put 3 on yourself.
And 3 damage.
Oh, that one just bounces off.
It doesn't do much without my trick attack, which was another 17 points of damage.
Oh my. Devasho, you are just about 10 feet away from where you see this huge section of the gut collapsing behind you. It's your move, sir.
Okay, he's just gonna double move.
Is that going to get you in the ear canal?
It's gonna put like half of it.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
And
it's in a weird spot.
Yeah, Trest right behind him. Yeah, I think you'll be able to move just almost right up to him. Oh, and I'm sorry. I forgot. You take an additional D6 the turn after moving out of the acid as well. Tyler, I'm going to do it to you. 5 points of acid damage.
Devasho is still up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I've done so much acid damage.
I'm so glad I put that extra healing on him.
If Trest hadn't put that extra healing on, that would have downed me.
Oh, goodness gracious. Trest, you're saving the day here. What would you like to do, Jipper?
All right, let's see. So what's the deal with this acid here in front of the sporcle?
I think as a medium creature, you'll be able to sidestep around it to get to the sporcle. Yeah, I think that's what we determined.
Okay.
Being a large creature, you got that nice reach, usually. But it's hard to move around inside these bug guts. It's like they do not adhere to packed standards.
All right. Yeah, then I'm able to just sort of shimmy around and get through and catch right back up to Devasho here.
Yeah. He's looking pretty burnt, pretty hurt.
Oh, boy.
Zinnia and Echo 7 and Sprouts, you all have shots at this door. Why don't you go ahead and everyone just make me one?
This is a critical door shooting.
It's an important one.
I can't make 2.
Oh yeah, feel free to make 2 if you don't want to move.
So mad. I wish my trick attacks counted.
All right, so we've got
I'd say 26 for 1.
1 point of damage, 3 points of damage, 4 points of damage. That first one's gonna be enough, Drew.
Never mind. I will then move out of the chamber.
As indeed, you are able to blast this door open, and for the first time, it is actually quite sour and disgusting, but the air of Ilm Chuva hits you as you blast open that sporcle, almost explosive force as air behind you rushes out. And you guys can...
Once again, Echo 7 laughs because he doesn't breathe.
puny mortals. You guys can all make your way out, as I believe even squeezing Devasho through this tunnel is only going to take you a couple of rounds. But it's a close one as the ear canal collapses like right as you and Trest make it out of the hole.
I suppose this is maybe the time to mention that I only had 4 hit points left, and that if I hadn't made that athletics check.
Oh, man.
No, I mean, it seems like both of you were pretty darn hurt from that brain.
But it all worked out, so it wasn't a stupid decision.
Maybe it's a time that I tell you that if you got crushed by one of these walls, it was 3d6 bludgeoning damage, and you get shunted into the nearest space. But yeah, you make it out without getting crushed by the bug's interior. And as soon as you get outside, there is a beeping, and you see coming around the northern side of the creature, right around the bug's face, its head, is what looks like an all-terrain vehicle kind of screeching up to your side of the Imago. And Echiax, the Sheeran, pops out and yells, "Move it, Midnight Squad! This thing is liable to blow any second from now!"
You think?
She lets you all pile inside this vehicle. It'll just fit all of you.
You are a sight for sore eyes.
You all smell terrible, and you look near dead. Buckle in! She just floors the accelerator and says, "Let's see how fast this thing can go!" She is shouting over what you can see now seem to be explosions starting from the rear of the Imago extractor.
But did you see the other guy?
You see dozens of swarm components kind of pouring out of the nearby city, as well as the ones, some are already on the outside of the bug, being blown off into various directions as the collapsing extractor Imago, whatever gases were built up in this thing, are just exploding in slow motion as you drive away. The vehicle tearing across the scarred landscape here. The Imago just erupts into a huge, pyre, a gout of flames and smoke pouring out of every hole exploded in its exterior, as it's a glorious fireball that lights up the evening sky here of red and orange into the acidic rain above the letters of these clouds, of course, spelling out a mission to a message for everyone here, a to be continued next time on the podcast.
There it is.
Man.
Because I can't. I had so much more written for tonight. I can't get to any of it. I am so stressed out. You guys.
I need a nap.
Right?
I need a nap.
Need a 6 or 7 naps.
I was going to ask while they are driving away, can Zinnia try to, I don't know, do medicine or something on these very clearly hurt teammates?
Oh yeah, I imagine the scene is indeed you bandaging things up, maybe neutralizing some of the acid burns where you can. If you guys have healing serums you want to use, you're sticking them in you, but you are able to outrun the fireball that is the extractor Imago, and you've survived.
Trest, could you please heal Devasho?
It's to be continued.
I'm doing a character moment here.
Yeah, it's to be continued.
It's to be continued.
Slap!
Everyone.
Slap!
We're not. I don't want to play anymore with you guys.
But I am healing Devash.
Well, you heal yourself. You have 4 hit points. You
Seriously.
I've got 2 uses of healing channel. I'm fine.
I mean, Devasha is going to heal himself because, you get hit points when you level up, right? It's level 6, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to level up.
Only because you all survived.
I don't want to level up.
Wait.
I'm a crits or us kid.
Guys, that's all of level 5 here. That's going to do it for us this week on the podcast. I'm going to go have a tonic and a nap. Thanks for listening to us, and thanks for playing with me, everybody.
Thank you, Patrick.
Good night, everybody.
Bye!
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. This episode has been made possible through a sponsorship with Roll20 and the backing of our Critamanda fans on Patreon. Thanks again and have a great week.